People don't realize it, but the most common type of disaster is a fire. It's much more common than a hurricane, a tornado, a flood. So we're really focused on how do we make people safer during fires. On an average of more than once a day, we respond to a residential fire somewhere in this area.
I was shocked to learn that the local Red Cross responded to nearly 500 disasters this past year. To me, that's a huge number and such an important thing that they do here locally in the community.
We have an amazing system, primarily led by volunteers. We will be at any fire within a couple of hours. And when we get to that fire, we make sure that people have financial resources, they have a place to stay, they have mental health support, they have other resources, and then we connect them with other agencies to help them rebuild their lives.
The Red Cross has immense local impact. We've worked with them as a trusted partner for years. For example, we volunteered with them installing alarms in those most vulnerable communities.
We have installed more than 15,000 smoke alarms in area homes over the last few years. This past spring we did our Sound the Alarm effort with the cities of Albany, Schenectady, and Troy, and we got great support from the mayors in the cities and lots of partners.
Often the fires are in our most vulnerable places where we have the elderly or the low income or the children that wouldn't otherwise get a smoke alarm installed.
And we don't just hand someone smoke alarms, we actually come in with our drill and our ladder, we install the smoke alarms, we sit down with the family and provide them fire safety training. And what's been most amazing has been that in some of those residents, there have actually been fires after the Red Cross installed smoke alarms. So we have saved lives in these communities.
We work with them on Blue Sky Days as well as during disasters, and they've been a great partner of ours. National Grid has donated $5 million to the Red Cross since 2011. Last year alone, we donated $875,000 and locally $50,000 last year. So we are all in. We share the same mission, and they're a very important partner of ours as well.
All of this work is made possible by our small group of staff that we have here and almost 2,000 volunteers. They're really the ones who are in our communities day and night providing these services, and they're incredibly dedicated. For example, I have one disaster staff person here who deployed to Florence in North Carolina for a couple of weeks to help down there, then responded to a large Albany fire, and now was leading our efforts in Schoharie County to help families that were impacted by this tragic crash. That's a lot to ask one person to do. So this award is really for them. It's really for our staff and our volunteers, and for the people that help us also do this work, our board members, our financial donors, our blood donors. We couldn't do any of this without really entire community coming together to help the Red Cross so that we can help others in need.